Evening. So tonight, first I'm going to finish up the reads from last Tuesday when the eyeball decided to glitch itself out. And then I'm going to read for the few that I have this evening. So there is not actually a list open tonight, but if you want to get on the list for next week, I will be doing these every Tuesday. There will always be a very, very limited amount of mediumship reads because they do take a lot out of me. So yeah, I want to make sure you guys get the best. So we're going to start with everyone that had on my list from last week. I'm going to finish up the mediumship readings first, and then we'll do the channeled spirit guide reads, and then we'll go to the ones I have for tonight. So Alexis, you are first on my list tonight. Are you ready? Or from last Tuesday, I guess. Ooh, okay. I keep forgetting YouTube to post over there that some of the videos that I have uploaded to TikTok over the last couple days. A lot of you guys have asked me in the blood moon video that I posted this morning about waters, about do's and don'ts, and some other things. So I'll be answering a lot of those questions. Okay. All right, Alexis. So I don't know if some of you guys are going to be here for your reads or not. And my eyeballs hurt today. I'm so sick of having a headache. I feel like I've got a headache constantly lately. I'm so sick of just everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and read mods. If by chance the person is here, will you just pin and let me know that they're here? Okay. Alexis. Also, I am live on YouTube mods, and there's already some very, very unoriginal trolls over there this evening, so I don't know if one of y'all wants to jump over there. Alexis, there's and I'm going to say it this way on purpose because this is how she said, there's a woman here for you. And she's showing me almost like flame red hair. I know that this is an unrealistic shade of red, and I had red hair as a kid. This is an unrealistic shade of red, but I get the feeling that the red hair was a point of pride for her. She really, really loved having red hair. Not only did she love having red hair, but it was her identity. Okay, she's toning down the red a little bit for me. This is a really gorgeous auburn. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous dark auburn. Her personality is very, very flamboyant like her hair. She's kind of a close talker. She's very animated. She's very loud. She's very passionate when she's talking to somebody. She does a lot of like touching your shoulder. Like she does a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like she does a lot of touching when she talks to somebody that she likes. Let me say it that way, because as soon as I started to say that, she showed me standing like this. She had a lot of tells. So if she didn't like somebody, it was very, very easy to tell. Thank you for that, Miss Anna. It was very, very easy to tell that she didn't like somebody. She pointed me down to her shoes, and then it's so funny. She showed me doll feet, like little bitty, teeny tiny Barbie doll feet. So I get the feeling that not only was the red hair something that she identified with, but she has very little feet. So she showed me a skirt. She showed me a skirt kind of spinning around. It's not, it's got like white lace or bric-a-brac or something on the bottom. It's not a poodle skirt, and it's not a South American traditional dance skirt. I get the feeling that she's like 100% kind of a hippie lady. She also seems very at home in the 60s. So I am going to assume that this is like a parent, grandparent, aunt. I really, really love how vibrant she is. She just showed me a green box. It's probably about this big. I don't know if this is a jewelry box. It's a darker shade of green, like an emerald green. So let me pause right here. For those of you guys that are watching, whether you're watching on TikTok, whether you're watching on YouTube or whatever, maybe you are not familiar with the etiquette when it comes to being in a live stream where somebody is actively reading, especially if it is a mediumship read. I am only going to warn one time. And mods, this is going to be the new 4th rule. I'm only going to warn one time. If you co-read, you will be muted. Because what that tells me is that you don't believe that I know what I'm doing. I've been reading professionally for over 11 years at this point. I have celebrity clients. I have clients all over the world. I have read for tens of thousands of people. Almost every large horror villain I have read for. I have either done a palm reading, I have done a mediumship reading, I have done their aura. I have a ton of celebrity clients. I know what the fuck I'm doing. When you guys come in and you co-read, that basically negates the person that is actually doing the read. That is so rude. Not only is it so rude, but instantly my mods are going to screenshot you and you're probably going to go in the jar. I'm just letting you guys know. Don't do that. I don't care how long you've been reading. I don't care if you're just starting. I don't care if you're an intuitive. That is so rude. And I have dealt with it for the past 5 fucking years on TikTok, and I'm not going to deal with it anymore. There will be no warning. If you come in and do that shit, you will be muted immediately, period. And if you have a problem with it, you are welcome to message my website and we can chat. But I am not going to change my mind, because that tells me that you think I don't know what I'm doing. I have read for the living Leatherfaces. I have read for all but one of the Michael Myers. I've read for a couple of Jasons. I have read for Mr. Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes, The X-Files, etc. I have horror villains and scream queens that call me for readings before they make big decisions on parts. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what the fuck I'm doing. That pisses me off. Don't fucking do it. I said what I said. Alexis, I absolutely love your lady. She stood there very quietly with her hands clasped and did a little like cha-cha dance after I got done saying what I was saying. Okay, let's talk about the box again. There we go. So she just really quickly had showed me this box before I saw that comment and I went off on this tangent. This box is probably about this big and it's a little taller like this. And it's deep green, like emerald or forest green. But I only see the back of it and I don't know why. So I can't see the top. I can't see the clasp. I can't see the front. I only can see the back. Excuse me. I only can see the back of it. I don't know if you're here or not, Alexis, but I get the feeling that, there you are. I get the feeling that this is someone who probably passed away either in the early 2000s or the, like, between the mid 90s, early 2000s. She's been gone a little bit. Like, her heyday was the 60s. Like, that was when she felt the most alive. I don't know if this is she showed me it's about this wide. It's beaded, it's white, and it's got a daisy in the middle. And I keep touching up here because she showed me as a headband. But you must not have been here when I first started reading. So let me repeat a little bit what she showed me. So she has really tiny feet. And she has red hair. It's like a really dark auburn color, but she showed me when she first came in as flame red hair. She also, I'll just repeat a few of the main things. She also showed me a skirt, like somebody when they're dancing and the skirt flares out a little bit, but it's not a poodle skirt. It's not a like South American traditional dance skirt. It's not something like that. She just showed me in a bunch of different colors. So I get the feeling that A, she loved to dance, and B, and I don't mean like waltz or cha-cha. I mean like just fucking crazy dance. She just loved a crazy dance, like Elaine from Seinfeld. She also is very, very passionate, very flamboyant. When she's talking, her arms, like she talks with her arms a lot. She touches people a lot. And she also is like, her face shows all of her emotions. If she doesn't like you, it's very, very clear immediately to know that she doesn't like you. She pointed to the box again. I don't understand the box. I get the feeling that this box is either in a closet. It's in a closet. Because like what I'm seeing is this box is on a shelf like this, and it's in the back. And that's why I can only see the back part of the box. But there's two tall black things on the side, and they look like cloth. So I don't know if this is like coats or if this is boots. I don't know what this is, but there's a whole bunch of other things stacked on top of this box. So I don't know what the box is, or if you know what the box is. But it's, the shelf it's on is red. So you know when like the edges of the edge of the shelf is red. I don't know if the shelf itself is red, but the edge of the shelf is red. And she's like really specific about where this box is. So apparently this box is something she needs somebody to find or whatever. But so when I'm looking at it, this almost looks like it's like either a hall closet or a pantry closet or something, because the door is, I know you can't see how wide my arms are, but the door is not like a normal door. It's small. It's small. And I get the feeling that this is in an older house, because I almost feel like it's a linen closet with like an upper part and then a lower part. But whatever it is, there's these two black curtainy looking things, but I think that it's like a coat. I think they're coats or something. So on top of this green box, there's some, it looks like a folded, it's white. It's a folded, it's something material. I almost wanted to say like curtains, but it's not. I don't think it is. It's either a tablecloth or it's a dress or something, but it's white and it's like this thick folded up. And then there's something light pink on top of it, very fuzzy light pink. So now I'm wondering if she was a seamstress, because everything in this closet that's on top of and around this green box is material. Like she won't let me not look at the closet. She showed me the headband again. So it's about this thick. It's beaded. It's got like gold or tan bead, a row of bead on the top and on the bottom. The interior is almost all white. It has like flowers in it. It is 100% like what you would think of as like a beaded headband from the 70s. So she was buried in shoes that she didn't really like. And it's kind of funny to her. They're either dark green or black, but they're shoes that she didn't like. It's really funny. The material rings with your great grandmother. She died in the early 2000s. Okay. She's talking about this pair of shoes that she did not like these shoes. It's funny, but it's funny to her. Like, she's not mad. She thinks it's funny. The reason they were new is because she didn't like them. Okay. So thank you, Brandon. If a blue Bodhi comes in, will you please screenshot them? Because I've started staying up a little bit later, and I do have the time to go through and report and block every single one of them. There's a tie between the two of you. It has to do with a couple of things. There's a name tie with the two of you. There's also, she shows me this string. It's like from her to you. And it like comes out of here from her to you. It's this kind of like golden brown. Okay. You remember her hair being white? Yeah. So she shows me this string. There's an intense tie from her to you. She showed me little scraps. Do you find little scraps of material? Like, she showed me, you know, when you see a piece of material that has been out in the weather for a long time and it's really frayed on the edges, she keeps showing me like these little scraps of material. Like, she showed me pink, she showed me white, like she just keeps showing them to me. But it looks like they've been out in the weather for a while. She is very, very passionate about when she's talking. It's so funny. She's very, very animated and adamant about stuff. Okay. I don't know what that is that she's showing me then, because she's showing me like little bitty, like almost triangle shaped pieces, but they're little, but they're frayed everywhere. So I don't, and maybe that's not for you. Maybe that's for a parent or, you know, something like that find them. But I don't know which side of the family she's related to. The one, she pointed me back to the green box. So I assume the green box has sewing items in it because it's not a jewelry box. She pointed me back to the box. Okay. Someone is searching for that green box. Redheads on your dad's side. Someone is searching for that green box. And it's not for any reason other than they remember it as a kid. It smells like her. Because she just showed me someone like after she passed away, they would pick up this box and just open it and kind of smell it. Does that make sense? Because it smells like her. So she showed me this red shelf again, and I'm going to describe it because I am starting to wonder if this is not in a cabinet. The way she pointed back to that red shelf where I said the edge of it was red, but it feels like felt. It feels like red felt. So I'm wondering if it's not in a cabinet or like an armoire or something like that. Because I have one of my grandma's downstairs and it's green felt inside. So I'm wondering if it's not in this. So I already had a headache coming into this, but she just had me like something right across here and it went straight down my face like that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what she passed away from, if that has to do with it, but it's right here on this side of her face. She also got kind of really quiet there for a minute. Yeah, this green box is important. I don't know who it is that's looking for it, but this green box is important. And it is either the cabinet or the closet, whatever it's in. The door, the outside is white, but it's red felt on the inside. Okay? Your Aunt Geneva passed from cancer that went from her mouth to her eye to her brain. Was she a seamstress? Because this lady, the red hair, the tiny feet, all the material and whatever's in this green box is something she used a lot, like to do something. It's not a jewelry box. It's not a jewelry box. But somebody is looking for this box. Just so you know. Somebody's been looking for this green box. Also, are you the one with the gift in the family? Because she wanted me to mention, I don't know how to explain it. The one that gets the messages. Does that make sense? She wanted me to mention the one that gets the messages, and that's why I'm asking if that's you. Like, are you the one that has the dreams? You have the visions. You understand what things are. Empathic, intuitive. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I don't think that the majority of this was actually for you. I think that it is for whoever it is you're going to go speak to. She also mentioned earrings. She mentioned these gold earrings. They're probably about this long and they're like circles. Three like medallions. Like they almost look like coins or medallions or something. And she showed me specifically them swinging like this. So they're obviously kind of important. So. I don't know. She showed them to me. I have a feeling that they belong to someone. That was a very weird thing to say. Because obviously they belong to someone. They were given to someone after she passed. So, they were given to someone after she passed. I don't know. The medallions have something on them. Like they are either replicas of coins or they have something stamped on them. If that makes sense. So. Well, you're going to have to let me know. You're going to have to send me a message and let me know about this green box. If you find this green box, because now I want to know. So you have the same thing that Scarly did. I want to know what's in the box. What's in the box? Did you have a ticket from tonight too, Alexis? I do too. Denice, you are next. And then Lenzie is my last mediumship from last week. Lenzie, by the way, whenever you get your Solomonic sigil, I just want you to know that Okay, it was from the reschedule night. Okay. I just want you to know that I misspelled your name on the back when I was writing your name on there, but it does look kind of wicked. I'm just saying. So if you make the N in your name an X for some reason, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, Denise, you ready? I have no idea what this is I was just shown. And let me try to describe it. It looks like a huge thumbtack, but it's, I don't know if this is a sundial. So what I saw was it's this huge white thing. And to be honest, I think that if it's a sundial, then it's a bigger sundial, but it's white and it comes to a pretty sharp point at the top. And it is on something round. So that's why I think for some reason that it's a sundial. Whoever this is, loves trees, gardening, being outside. I don't think that this is somebody that grew like, that had a farm, but they had an immaculate yard, like all kinds of flowers and bushes and trees and lots of shade, lots of shade. See, so I almost thought at first that this was when the big white thing, I almost thought at first that it was like one of the obelisks. But it literally just looks like an upside down thumbtack. I don't know. Okay. Oh, this is a man. Okay. Okay. So he keeps showing me the same thing over and over, and I'm going to describe it. So he showed me the big white thumbtack thing, okay? And then where I'm standing, it's like that would be in front of me, but there's a pathway, and over here is this huge tree, and it kind of overhangs like that. Over here are two massive bushes. I can't see what's behind me. It's like I'm just facing down this path. Big tree. There's like all kinds of flowers and bushes. And this, I mean, this looks like a park. There's more like greenery than there are flowery things. But the two bushes over here are humongous. I think they're holly because they're very, very full, bright green. But the tree over here is important because it's like the path was made to go around the tree so the tree wasn't cut. I'm trying to get more information about him. He doesn't want to show me himself, and he doesn't want to talk about himself. And usually when I get something like that, that means that there's a level of regret or shame or something there with him. He just keeps showing me like snippets, and it's almost hard. I have a feeling I'm sitting on a back porch. I have a feeling that this path leads off of a covered back porch. He keeps showing me the color red when it portrays to a shirt. It's almost like it's the red and black checkered flannel, not ones with the pattern, just red and black check. Oh, it's got a black collar. This is a jacket. Okay. Because it's got a black corduroy collar and black corduroy cuffs. So this is like a jacket. It's so funny. He's very, very details. Oh, whoa. Okay, hang on. I missed that. He wore those shirts. Okay. He does not want to show me his face. He doesn't want to show me anything physical about himself. Did he have dementia or Alzheimer's? Because like something is there. When I try to look at him, it's fuzz. So that usually tells me that there's something about him health-wise, either used to dream about him after he passed. There's something where he, okay, when I see the fuzz, it's almost like somebody has censored out his face, if that makes sense. So Alzheimer's, dementia, stroke, something like that. I do feel like, he didn't show me this, but I keep feeling this. Like, okay, like I push my hair out of my face like this, like some wispy hair right here. Like I keep doing this, but it's on this side. He brushes it to the right side of his head. He brushes it to the right side of his head. Like I feel like I need to do this. Like it's that. It had to be parted here on the left and brushed over like that. Like he always kind of brushed it. He kept his hair a little long on the top. Grandpa Jim. So you know who this is. Does he showed me like almost wire rimmed glasses, but I don't think they're actually wire rimmed. But when I try to focus on them, I can't see them either. He's really quiet. He's also heavy. Does that make sense? And I don't mean weight-wise. I mean energy-wise. There's a lot of loss. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of sadness. Like, there's a lot. Like, he's very heavy. He wore spectacles. Gotcha. Okay. Like, he didn't talk about a lot of things, did he? He just... So here's the feeling I get from him when I'm trying to see anything. He just wanted to sit. He had a very hard life. 11 kids. Oof. Oof. Okay. He just wanted to sit. He just wanted to be by himself. Like and it's not that he didn't care about anybody. That's a lot. That's a lot. That, whatever that back porch is, that was like his favorite place. That tree, he keeps showing me this scene of him. And it's like I'm standing on the back porch looking out. I can't see the back porch. All I can see is this path. That tree was like home. That tree was like comfort to him. Okay. The walnut tree. Okay. So you know exactly what tree. What is it? There's a knot. Is there something carved on the tree? I'm not gonna lie. I want to just sit here and hang out on this back porch. Like, that's so peaceful. Like, it's so peaceful. He very quickly mentioned a woman, but that's it. Like, I don't know if this is wife, mother of kids. I don't know. He very quickly mentioned her. Did she pass away before he did? I don't understand. There's a loss associated with her. You were about 9 when he passed. Okay. It's so funny. There's not like a message or anything. It's just kind of proof, he says. They had to move away from the ranch because she couldn't take care of him. Okay, okay. Does that make sense when I say that it's just proof that he's here? because he wanted me to make sure I said it that way, that it was proof he was here. Okay. I also get the feeling that you either haven't seen or heard from him in a while. Yes? I also get the feeling he makes me feel like you're going through something really rough. Because what he showed me was like just sitting on the back steps, and he patted the step beside him. Like, come sit with me. He used to come to you in your dreams, but not since you were a teen. Okay. He patted to the step, like, you know, come sit for just a minute. Here's what I'm going to recommend because of that. It's not that there's a message. It's not that there's anything he needs to tell you. It has to do with just sitting with him and hanging out. Just, whoa, you're on your back steps. It has to do with just sitting with him and hanging out. Just breathing, just sitting there. Whatever the heavy thing is that you're going through, like he just wants to sit with you. Like he just wants to sit with you. Is that who's been in your garage? You know, to be honest, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because he didn't react when I said that, when I read that. So usually like if he had been the one in your garage and I had read that or saw that comment, there would have been a feeling of yes. So I'm going to say no. That's not him in the garage. He just wants to sit because whatever this hardship, this trauma is that's going on right now, like every time I think about it, he just pats the step next to me. Like just sit. Just come on, let's sit down. Whatever was keeping him away is done now. So I would expect him to be around a lot. That's what he would do. I would expect him to be around a lot. There's some kind of, when you're sitting on your back steps, I would consciously think about the times when you used to sit outside with him like that, because there's some kind of like grandpa wisdom there that he imparted to you when you were younger that will come back to the surface. Does that make sense? Aw, he seems like a really, really awesome person. He seems like a really awesome person. Like, I feel like I could just sit on the back steps with him for a couple of hours and it could be dark and it wouldn't matter. We don't have to say a word, but just sit. Just sit. Because that's the feeling I get. Like, he doesn't want to tell me anything. There's no message. He just wants to sit. So that's what I would say. Whatever's going on right now, there's grandpa wisdom in there. Just sit. Just sit. Okay? Grandma was mean, but grandpa had the biggest heart. Oh. Well, I'm glad I got to meet him. I'm very glad I got to meet him. Oh, I have more than a few mediumships to deal with tonight, to go through, not deal with. So Lenzie, Monica, Samantha, and Sarah are all from last week. All right, so let's get Miss Lenzie next. You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Denice. You're so welcome. All right. I always love it when I get to meet people like that. You know, it's really awesome. And all the time I've been doing this, there's only been maybe a handful of people that I I have not wanted to talk to again. There's only been a handful of people. One of them stayed in my fucking house for almost a week. I couldn't get them to leave. And I did not like it. I did not like it. All right. Ready, Lindsay? So the gentleman that is here is kind of a hothead. Like more of a do and ask forgiveness later kind of person. He showed me like really dark brown, almost black hair. Okay. He also showed me, so my dad had a jacket like this, and I mean, we always joked with my dad that it was like his motorcycle gang jacket, but it's one of those older leather jackets where when it's unbuttoned down the front, it has a big collar over here, because when you're riding, you can button it over here and it zips across like that. It's black, and it does have like the bright chrome zipper, and there's a zipper pocket right here. And he knows he was a looker back in the day. He knows he was a looker back in the day. He also has this kind of crooked smile. Like he kind of grins like this up one side of his face. He like has this really ornery, like half grin like that. That was his signature thing. That was how he told you it was going to be okay. He would like do that little like half grin and then wink at you. He's funny. I like him. Oh my God, he's funny. He is a jokester. I don't know if you know who this is or not yet, but I get the feeling that there's a picture of him, either, I'm going to say probably mid 50s, maybe late 50s, with a motorcycle with this jacket on. Am I correct? He's funny. He also he loves the color green. No one coming to mind. Okay, let me see if I can get some more out of him, because he's very specific on some stuff. All right, there's a military tie here that he does not talk about. It's not brought up. It's not talked about at all. In fact, he mentioned it very quickly. He showed me